What's happening, guys? It's your boy Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic, back again. And what I'm doing this time around is I've got an MG3 2020 MG3, and we're going to go ahead and replace the gearbox. Okay, not the clutch, we're going to replace the gearbox, which I recommend you replace the clutch at the same time, but we're going to do the gearbox. Let's go, let's do it. 2020 MG3 gearbox replacement. Let's do it. The first thing what we're going to do is we're going to take the battery lead off. So make sure you know if the stereo's coded. I don't think they are on these ones. It's first time Raul TV is doing this, so I don't think anybody's ever done one. MG3 clutch replacement. First for Raul TV. So 10mm, just take these off. Right, as you can see the battery leads are off. Take the strap off there, 10mm down there. Okay, let's take that off. Also, a little bracket there as well holding the battery on. It's got two for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they thought the battery might fall out. Let's put two on it. Okay, let's take that one off as well, 10mm. This one here. Right, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this battery tray. So basically we're going to take this 10mm off, this one, this one, this one, 8mm here, take that off as well. Hopefully the battery tray will move out of the way. If not, we'll get to this side here. But first things first, let's take them off and see what happens. Also take this off. I don't think I can take the ECU and everything off totally because it's like a sealed unit. So what I'm going to do is take all these wires off. The wire that goes onto onto the battery lead, the plug, the start-stop plug, this one and this one. Take them off, so we can just move the ECU and everything out of the way. We should be all right, good to go. Yeah, we're getting there. Give me a minute. Okay guys, sit rep, this is the situation I'm in. Right, as you can see there, the ECU and everything is to the side. I've cable tied it to that side. In order to get it to there, I had to take this little pipe off, obviously, from there. Right, bit of coolant. You are going to lose a bit of coolant, don't worry about that. We'll just top it up at the end. Yeah, and I had to cut these little cable ties and things like that, like, you'll get there when your main objective is to get it to this stage. Right, so you need to cut these cable ties and things like that and move it to there. You can't really take the ECU off. I don't think you can. I don't know which way you take the ECU off, because these bolts are not bolts, they're like a machine fit, some kind of thing, you have to snap them off or something. We're not going to mess about with that. Now we can gain access to the gearbox here. Okay, we should be alright. What we're going to do is we're going to do a bit more housekeeping. Take all these little wires off and things, like the little clips off the gearbox, jubilee clips, cable ties, sorry. Take these off, and then we'll gain access to the slave cylinder, the linkage cables and everything. No problem whatsoever. Right, let's just take these wires and everything off, tie them up properly, and we'll go from there. Right, okay, so as you can see here, I took the wires off. That's off the gearbox. Right, as for the linkages, I'm going to take the full bracket off. Okay, so it's held on with each bracket is held on with two 12mm bolts, as you can see there, one there and one there. Move that all the way, as you can see that finger where my fingers at, one there, this one here, right where this linkage is, just behind it, two bolts there, held on with two bolts. Right, so what we're going to do is first off take the linkages off. Right, in order to do that you might have a special tool, but I don't have a special tool. I just use these, okay, long nose pliers. Just get them in there. Okay, try to demonstrate this with one hand. So in between there, and just give it a little pry. That should come off. 1 minute. There we go. Like that. Now we can gain access to them two bolts. As you can see, there, one there, one there. The other two are there. This one and this one. Right. Same with this linkage as well. I'm going to get that long nose pliers or needle nose pliers underneath it. Give it a little pry. That should come straight off. We'll take them to 4 bolts off. And hopefully linkage cable, linkage bracket should come straight off. Right, okay, let's do it. Right, guys, sit rep. Situation report is this bracket, obviously, because the cable goes over the bolt, I couldn't take it off. Okay, so I took one bolt off, but this one headache. So I took the linkage cable off. Right, just squeeze it there. it came off. But the other one doesn't come off for some reason, it's seized up. Right, so this one, I can gain access to it. Okay, I can gain access to the 2 bolts. We'll take the 2 bolts off, the whole bracket comes off. Happy days, that's out of the way. If you want, I think you should take the bracket off anyway. Okay, because when you take the gearbox out, you might, you know, get caught on the sides and things like that. So I'm going to take the bracket off anyway. Right, so this one, I can gain access to 2 bolts. This one on this side. This one, I couldn't, so now I can. I'm going to take it off, right? Okay, let's do it. And just before I forget, and before everybody give me a third degree out there were 13mm bolts, not 12mm bolts, 13mm bolts. I thought I'll just tell you guys that before I do anything else. Right, okay. There we have it, guys. The linkage brackets are off. Happy days, that's good. What we're going to do now is this wire, we're going to move this wire out of the way. So we're going to take this plug off here. Right, so that plug goes on there and basically clips over. Right, so we're going to take this plug off. So push down here and then lift this up. So push and lift. That plug comes off from there, okay, and it goes down there and onto, I would say, the reverse light switch, which is there. So that one here on the little clip as well, take that off as well. Then get a little, it's on there with a little cable tie or little bracket. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself nothing, just pull it off with your hands and move this wire ring loom out of the way totally. Tie it up or something and gain access properly now. Right, happy days. Right, we're going to go ahead and take the slave cylinder off. Let's go. Right, so the slave cylinder lives in there, held on with 2 13mm bolts. If you can just make it out, one there and one there. Let's go ahead and take that off. It's dead easy. You should get your spanner, ratchet, whatever you got in there. Let's take them off. Let's go. Yes, now guys, so what we've done now, we've took the slave cylinder off. As you can see there, slave cylinder is off. We are going to take the bell housing bolts off. One there, 15mm, another one there. For this one, I had to get a short 15 with a little wobble on it. If you can, go ahead and take the arm off, okay, and then take it off if you want to, but I didn't mess about. A little wobbler on that, comes straight off. I mean, I've cracked it. Also, we're going to take the starter motor bolt off, which is there. I think it's at 11 or a 10mm. Come on, let's go ahead and take them off. Let's go. Right, so there we have it, guys. The bell housing bolts are off. The starter motor bolt is off as well, 10mm. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. There's mounted here, obviously. Right, we're going to go ahead and loosen that. Not take that off. Don't take that off just yet. All right, or it's going to fall down. Right, so take this one off. There's another one there. Take that one off. This one here, we're going to leave that one on. Slacken it, but leave it on. Take this one off. Take that one off. Slacken this one, but leave it on. And then we're going to send the car up, tackle the underneath, the undercarriage. Right guys, so as you can see here, I've took this bolt off, I've taken that one off, left that one on but loose. It's loose, so it's holding the gearbox. This one is 95% off, but obviously still on there, so it's holding. Right, we're going to send the car up. If you're doing it on the floor, make sure it's nice and safe. I'm going to send the car up, take the wheels off, take the ball joints off, drive shafts off, things like that. Let's go, let's do it. Okay, so we've sent the car up on the ramp, took the wheels off. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the drive shafts off, ball joints off. We're going to get to that after. First off, we're going to take this wheel arch cover off, or most of it off, move it to a side. Take these bottom cover off, this bottom cover off. It's supposed to be screwed on or bolted on, but obviously it's been off before in the past and it's just got cable ties on it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this cover off, take this wheel arch cover off, and I'll get back at you guys. Yes, now guys, so as you can see here, I've took the cover off. This is off. We'll leave that there for 2 seconds, the wheel arch cover. What we're going to do now is we're going to take the center nut off, 32mm. We're going to take, you can, 2 ways to do it. Either you can take the ball joint off, right, or you can take these 3 off. I'm going to take these 3 off because it's easy. You don't need to do no battering or anything, right? You don't need to even split the ball joint or nothing. So we've got 13mm bolts here. Obviously you've got a 13 or 14mm nut on top. We'll take them 3 off. Same on this side as well. Center nut and them 3 off. We're going to drain it here. Okay, to drain it, obviously you need a a special tool, a special socket, but I don't have it. So a 14mm spanner will suffice. Okay, as you can see there, 14mm spanner goes on it, nice and easy. You can take that off, right? But first things first, let's go ahead and take the center nut off, the hub nut, that is, the ball joint, 3 bolts on the ball joints, take them off, and we'll go from there. Okay, so as you can see there, ball joints are off. They're 3 bolts. Same on that side as well. Drive shaft is out from the hub. Okay, I've drained it as well through there. Obviously, we're gonna use new oil, fresh oil. ATF fluid should do the job. Anyway, we're gonna just pry these out. Gearbox is knackered on this anyway, so it doesn't really matter how you take it out. So just give it a little pry. Just pry that out. Okay, get 2 hands onto it. Obviously, you need to hold the drive shaft as well. Same on this side as well. I'm just going to give it a little pry on this side as well. Should come off. Or if you have to, just get a little hammer and just give it a little tap on the drive shaft this way. Just from here like this. Just give it a little tap. It should come straight out. Right, I'm going to do that because it's not prying out. So I'm just going to give it a little tap and it should come straight out. Okay, let's go. Right, okay, drive shafts are out as you can see here and here. We're going to go ahead and take this earth strap off. It was 10mm. I've cracked it, took it off anyway. So I'll just show you guys. Take that earth strap off and move that to a side. We've got a little plug there as well. Don't know what that's for, but that needs to come off. So press it and pull. That comes off as well. Okay, so them two are out of the way. Right, we'll go ahead and tackle the housing bolts. Leave this one on. That could be our last bolt. Okay, we'll leave that as our last bolt. We'll take these off. I think they're all 15mm anyway. So take this one off, go around to this side, this one off. We'll take the starter motor bolt off as well, 10mm on the top. And yeah, we're nearly there, home stretch. Right, okay guys, all the bell housing bolts are off except for this one. Alright, starter motor bolt is off as well, as you can see there. You can leave the starter motor there. Just make sure it doesn't fall on your head by accident or anything. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take this mounting off. 13mm, 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, and take this one off, which I think is about a 17 or a 19. So this bracket comes off. We've got the top mounting on there with 1 bolt, remember, so it can't fall off or anything. Right, let's do that and let's take this gearbox off. Okay guys, so that's it. The mounting is off around the back. I've got the gearbox lift on there on the engine. Just 1 bolt to take, and we don't even have to take that nut off. I thought we have to take the nut off. Why do we need to take the nut off? Because that bracket's going to stay there, okay, and the gearbox is going to come down. Being daft, that's what it is. Right, anyway, so 16mm, that last one, just it's already slack and everything. Just take it off. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll get back at you guys. Okay guys, so I've decided, right, don't listen to me, right, first time round. If you want to, maybe you can do it without taking the nut off and everything. But little bit of a struggle, okay? The linkages and things like that might catch onto that mounting that's dangling down. So just take it off, because you loosened it anyway on the top, the 18mm nut. So it's loose and everything, so you might as well just take it off. From here, get your hand in there, dead easy, take it off. Right, let's take this gearbox off. And there we go guys, the gearbox is off. I would recommend, you know what, you can do it by yourself. It's not a very heavy gearbox or a big gearbox, okay? But to make your life easier and to save your back, to save your hands, shoulders and everything, get 2 people. I got my brother here to give me a lift to take it off. So that's it. I'll be straight honest with you. I'm not replacing the clutch, okay? But because the customer doesn't want the clutch to replace, and it's the gearbox that's knackered. If you want to, you can go ahead. I would recommend you go ahead and replace the clutch. The reason why I'm not replacing the clutch, this car is a 19 plate car, or is it, yeah, 19 or 20 plate car, and it's only done like 20,000 or 25,000, right? So it's pointless changing the clutch. I mean, I would recommend it even at 20,000, but I drove the car beforehand. It was just you know, slipping out of second gear. The synchro was gone on second gear, so the clutch wasn't slipping. Everything was absolutely fantastic. Right, there's the old gearbox. There's our second-hand new gearbox. Let's get this on. We just have to do some bit of housekeeping. Basically take the brackets off, take these brackets off and things like that, and yeah, ready to fit it. Let's go. Right, okay guys, so the gearbox is all ready. As you can see, the second-hand new one. We can't, a brand new one, we can't, it's a brand new car, so we can't find a brand new gearbox or a reconditioned one. So this is a second-hand one, which is only done, I think, 20,000, 25,000. Car had a smash, so we've got the gearbox off the car. Right, okay, let's fit it.
This hand, yeah, it's really 27 foot.
Hi. Okay guys, sit rep. As you can see here, we've got the gearbox in there. We've got all the bolts on, but not tight, obviously. Like this one is hand tight. Same on this side as well. Hand tight. Okay, so we'll nip them up. Okay, put the mounting on, then it's secure, and then just fit everything in reverse order. The ball joints, the drive shafts, the that's it. That's it for the bottom. The ball joint and the drive shaft. That's it. Right. Okay, and earth strap, things like that. In reverse order. Let's go. Right guys, everything is on, the ball joints, drive shafts, everything's on. Right, to refill it up with ATF fluid, I would just use ATF fluid is there. Okay, so if you look at the passenger side drive shaft, look on top of it where the gearbox is, right there. So basically there, you've got that similar design, one of them, on top here. So use a 14mm spanner, take that off, fill it up there. As soon as it starts dripping out, that's it, it's full. Right, you don't have to mess about anymore. Right, let's get that back on. Let's get the center nuts back on, covers back on, everything else is done underneath. Happy days, let's go. Right, okay guys, so there we have it. Everything is on underneath. Obviously when I send it down on the floor, I'll double check them, tighten them up with a strong arm. Ball joint is on, drive shaft is on, oil is in, all the bell housing bolts are on, starter motor bolt underneath is on but not tightened, okay, because I have to get the top one on. Right, mounting is on here, mounting is on the top but not tightened up. This earth strap and the wire is on. Everything is on, the side wheel arch cover is on, so we're going to send it down, finish the top off, and that's it. Job done. Okay guys, so I've just tightened up on the mounting, 18mm nut there, them three tight and everything. I'm going to get the bell housing bolts on, starter motor bolts on, the linkage brackets, everything back on in reverse order. Right, I need to get on with it because the gaffer has been on my case, right, saying you're taking too long messing about, recording, filming and everything. So I have to get on with it, don't I, Pi? Yes, ba. Right, okay, so slave cylinder, everything. We need to put everything on in reverse order. Let's do it, let's go. And I'll catch you guys in a minute. Well, that is it guys, all done and dusted. As you can see here, put the cover back on and everything. I'm just going to start it up. It should be absolutely fantastic. Make sure you fill it up with a bit of coolant, because obviously we lost a bit of coolant when we took that pipe off. So yeah, that's it. 2019-20 MG3 gearbox replacement. Well, I hope this video helps you guys out. If it didn't help you guys, I know I rushed the refit, okay? You can't see me properly. Can't see me properly, right? I know I rushed the refit because, yeah, I had to, because I had to get on with it, right? So, like I mentioned, in reverse order, just fit everything in reverse order. You can't go wrong. Anyway, that's it. That's how we replace the gearbox. I would strongly recommend you replace the clutch as well at the same time, right? So anyway, that's how we replace the gearbox on an MG3 2019-20. Yeah, that's how we do it. I hope this video helps you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry, trying my best. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Raul TV, Team R for UL. We'll see you guys next time.